Good afternoon, and welcome to our presentation, Your Data Doesn't Stink, It's Trapped. My name is Susan Givens, and I am the publisher of Auto Success and the moderator for this event. Today's webinar is sponsored by Activator Dealer Solutions. Dealerships must invest in the foundational elements that determine what is pushed into marketing tools. Data is trapped in silos because tools were never designed to track, store, and react to customer behaviors and are incapable of doing so. In today's webinar, you're going to learn how to select the right marketing and customer data platform to deliver sales success with actionable data and tools. But before we get started, let's just go over a few housekeeping items. As part of this webinar, we're going to have a live Q&A session. Our speaker today will address some questions during the last portion of the event. To improve your chances of your question being answered, don't wait till the very end of the event to submit them. Ask as they occur to you. Simply type your question into the Ask a Question box, then click the Submit button. This webinar today is being recorded, and it's going to be available for you on demand. We encourage you to direct coworkers to the recorded presentation. You're going to receive an email with the link to the on-demand version in just a few days, and then you can also find it on the Auto Success website. Within this webinar software, you're going to have the ability to open, close, and resize different elements on your screen. If you want to receive a certificate of attendance or share the webinar via email, just click on the appropriate icon within the black toolbox to the left side of your screen. If you're viewing from a mobile device, you may need to open a menu to view the different components. Your feedback helps make our events even better. Please click the survey button to leave your comments about today's topic and presentation. The survey is also going to launch at the end of the presentation, so be on the lookout for that. If you need any help during the webinar, just click the help icon for some troubleshooting tips. And finally, if the slides stop advancing or if you're having problems with audio, try pressing the F5 key at the top of your keyboard or Command R if you're on a Mac. It's going to refresh the webinar console on your screen. Now let's introduce our presenter. We are happy to have Bobby Coy joining us today. Bobby graduated from Wright State University in Dayton, Ohio, and is now the National Sales Director at Activator Dealer Solutions. He brings more than 20 years of sales and sales leadership experience to this position. With a focus on automotive technology and marketing, Bobby balances being a high-performing salesperson and a strong sales leader in his Activator role. He believes the best approach to every sales opportunity is finding the win-win. Bobby, I agree. Let's get your presentation started. You can take it away.
All right. Thanks so much, Susan. Welcome, everybody. Today, I'm going to talk about the problems of trapped data, some of the causes and consequences of your data being inaccurate, and how complex it can be to collect, unify, and act on the data. I'll talk about the importance and the value of a customer data platform, and we'll explore the benefits of you adopting to emerging trends and committing to a data quality solution. And we'll wrap up with some Q&A. Again, my name is Bobby Coy. I lead the field sales team here at Activator, and I've been working here for about 5 years. And I'd like to start off with a quote from our Vice President of Sales, Bobby Goudreau. So despite dealerships holding invaluable customer information within their DMSs, CRMs, and marketing vendors, the quality of this data erodes rapidly and is often disconnected or spread across different systems, rendering many marketing initiatives ineffective and erratic. So let's talk about the conundrum of trapped data. Data is trapped within silos such as CRM and the DMS, and a variety of other customer engagement solutions such as chat, telephony, and conversational AI. And these systems were never meant to work together, and they never will. These systems are also plagued with duplicate customer records, incorrect customer records, or malformed contact information. So if you think of a bunch of scattered puzzle pieces laying across your table, you can never really effectively organize in one place. So dealership data is trapped behind different tools and systems, and there's no way to capture and respond to customer behaviors, actions, and interactions. And that means there's literally no way to create personalized one-to-one experience. Think of this example happening every day. A customer has bought and sold one or more vehicles at your store. At one point, this customer sold his or her car outright, maybe because their driving habits changed over the past few years. Then he or she starts shopping on your website. They coincidentally get a piece of mail which offers them a service discount, and they also receive an email about you wanting to buy their car back, but they no longer own that car. Meanwhile, the same customer chats with your bot, had a brief call with your BDC, and responded to your email that they no longer own the car. And all of this happened assuming you even had the right contact information in the first place. And I'm going to talk about that here in a bit. The point here is this. Can you see how disjointed all of this is and what a wonky customer experience that they're having? So what types of inaccurate data do we have? So inaccurate data stems from various sources, which I'll break down here in a second, but the mistakes compound over time, ultimately compromise the overall customer experience. So that's duplicate records, right? That's inconsistent communication. When there are duplicate records, your marketing team or systems end up sending duplicate or conflicting messages to the customer. This is annoying, it's confusing for the customer, and it solidifies a negative experience. You can reach them too much. Overwhelming outreach, duplicate records result in customers receiving the same marketing emails, advertisements, or promotions multiple times. This is seen as spam and irritates your customers, causing them to unsubscribe or disengage from your marketing efforts. How about misalignment of your customers' preferences? If different duplicate records contain inconsistent information about a customer's experiences and preferences, it can lead to inappropriate targeting. For example, one record might indicate a preference for product A, while another suggests an interest in product B. This can result in sending irrelevant offers or recommendations, which can frustrate your customers. You're going to have data privacy concerns, missed opportunities, wasted resources. And how about reporting and analytics? That's going to be inaccurate. It becomes impossible to accurately measure the success of campaigns, track customer behavior, and make good decisions when there are multiple entries for the same customers. So moving on to malformed records. A malformed customer record refers to a record that doesn't conform to the expected structure or format of a database. So for example, suppose you have a customer database with fields like first name, last name, email, phone number. A well-formed customer record is going to have all of that. It's going to say first name, John or Jane, last name Smith, email john.smith@example.com, and the phone number is going to have parentheses 123-456-7890. So the example of a malformed customer record is going to have first name, 12345, and last name is going to be empty or say null in all caps. Email is going to be missing, or maybe just have the @ sign, and the phone number might say 555.123-4567 and have an extension to it or something. So the malformed records like these can be problematic for a customer database, as they can lead to a variety of errors, making it impossible to report or analyze, and can cause issues when trying to communicate with customers via text, mail, email, or phone. Then we have invalid email addresses, right? So that's wasting resources, marketing to invalid resources. Marketing taken to invalid resources, including time, effort, and money. Poor sender reputation. So when you consistently send emails to invalid addresses, email service providers or ESPs might perceive your domain or IP address as potentially a source of spam. This can negatively impact your sender reputation, making it more likely that your legitimate emails end up in recipient spam folders. You're going to lower your deliverability rates. Your bounce rates are going to increase. And again, high bounce rates can signal to ESPs that your list is outdated or poorly maintained. Reduce open and click rates, damage your brand reputation, going to have compliance issues. Analytics and reporting, again, is going to pop up. So there's just missed opportunities. So by focusing on invalid emails, you miss the opportunity to engage with genuine leads and customers who might be interested in your products or services. And it can lead to missed sales conversions and again, compounds over time. So what are some of the consequences of this inaccurate data? Forrester states that 25% of marketing campaigns have been negatively impacted by poor data management. 37% wasted spend because of poor data quality, and 35% due to inaccurate targeting, resulting in a 30% loss of customers. So these alarming figures really underscore the magnitude of data quality issues and showcases the opportunity costs are really severe. So the consequences of inaccurate data, disparate systems and subpar data collection practices exacerbate the problem, resulting in scenarios where marketing efforts target non-existent or irrelevant customer profiles. This causes missed connections, missed opportunities, and a poor customer experience. So, example, dealership anywhere in USA, right, decided to launch the perfect marketing campaign around a much anticipated new model that they finally have in their inventory. So after sending the campaign, the team realized that their efforts targeted non-existent or irrelevant customer profiles. So they hammered out a bunch of emails to the non-existent motor enthusiasts. So a substantial portion of the database consisted of outdated or fake email addresses. And when the campaign launched, a barrage of emails bounced back, leaving this particular store with no way to reach their supposed customers. They mismatched interest of that list too. So the database contained profiles of people who had once shown interest in this model, but had long moved on to other segments. These recipients received the campaign only to wonder why they were being bombarded with that type of ad. And then there was some geographic confusion with the send too. So some records in the database had incorrect geographic information. So this, anywhere store advertised in locations far from where their stores were actually located, leading to confusion amongst potential customers. So the negative implications were disheartening and pretty swift. So it wasted their resources, it diluted their brand, annoyed their customers, right? So recipients who received irrelevant ads grew annoyed and frustrated, resulting in unsubscribes and negative comments on social media. They missed opportunities. This store missed the chance to connect with the right audience who might have eagerly embraced the ad and jumped at the opportunity to come in and take a look. So the dealer and the team learned quickly that blindly relying on a database without proper database validation and segmentation has dire consequences. So this is all very complex, though, to pull all this data together. So the notion of gathering and organizing and unifying and then subsequently executing marketing campaigns using disparate data sets from varied systems sounds great, but it's far from simple. So acknowledging the pivotal role of accurate data, insist on regular data improvement to rectify these issues. Ongoing data quality checks is a powerful solution, ensuring dealerships' records remain accurate and actionable. Best-in-class customer record deduplication solutions can be used to create a primary marketing record for an individual to focus marketing on. It's also possible to quantify and suppress invalid and spam trap email addresses, minimizing misfires in marketing campaigns. This process involves more than updating when customers buy or sell their vehicles, incorporating the change of address, updating phone numbers, customer marketing preferences, and a whole lot more can lead to an increase in engagement. Might sound overwhelming, might sound confusing, and deterring dealerships from pursuing this path of improvement. However, a solution lies in adopting the right marketing technology stack. A customer data platform, or CDP, and journey builders are tools that empower dealerships to harness actionable data and tools for sales process. A CDP stands as a potential game changer for the automotive retail industry. But what exactly is a CDP? How does it work with existing systems and align with dealership goals? These are pertinent questions that dealerships need to address to realize the potential benefits of a CDP. So, as defined in the broad B2B and B2C world by leading customer data platform companies like Treasure Data and Klaviyo and Bloomreach in Salesforce, a CDP is a specialized software designed to gather and unify first and third party data from various sources, creating a unified, comprehensive profile for each customer. So, what are the benefits of something like this? So, we're able to unify data by collecting data from different sources. You bring together a comprehensive view of each customer's preferences, behaviors, and purchase history. Accurate customer profiles. Unified data offers you accurate and up-to-date customer profiles. You can, for example, differentiate between loyal customers, first-time buyers, and ensure personalized marketing efforts. Segmentation. CDP segments the customer based on criteria like past purchases, vehicle preferences, location. So again, send targeted messages to the right audience. Personalize your marketing. Armed with rich customer insights, you can send personalized marketing messages. Customers received offers tailored to their preferences, making them feel valued and understood. And optimize your marketing spend. So by using primary marketing record from the CDP, you can focus your marketing efforts on high potential leads. Optimization results in higher return on investment and ROI. You're going to improve your customer retention. With personalized offers and communication, you'll strengthen customer relationships. Loyal customers feel appreciated, reducing churn and increasing repeat business. Streamline marketing operations. The CDP simplifies marketing operations by centralizing your customer data. Work more efficiently to track and analyze campaign performance, making data-driven decisions. And then, of course, increase sales. The personalized and targeted approach, combined with the unified customer view, lead to a significant increase in car sales. Customers were more likely to convert when they receive offers that align with their interests. So let's go ahead and look at some more value of the CDP. So one of the crucial concerns for dealership is measuring ROI of a CDP implementation. Understandably, investments need to yield tangible results. The ability to quantify the impact of a CDP on various marketing efforts is paramount. Metrics such as increased engagement, conversion rates, and improved customer experiences can provide quantifiable insights into the efficacy of a CDP. So step one is assessing the health of your current database. If those systems are plagued by data quality issues like duplicate records, malformed records, outdated and invalid emails, then the benefits of a CDP will be magnified as you're able to communicate in a more meaningful way with your customers. Step two, it's tracking the metrics like increased engagement, conversion rates, and improved customer experiences. Step three is with validating data, you can streamline sales, dial in your post-sales messaging, and target the right segments with offers. And with all of these reliable insights, you'll build strategies that resonate with customers, resulting in improved conversion rates, better customer satisfaction, and ultimately quantifiable ROI. So, little story here. So once upon a time in the heart of the city, there stood a car dealership, beloved by its loyal customers. But as pandemics came, consumer buying habits and preferences changed, and worker strikes ensued, and the store faced the challenge of adapting to emerging trends. Some of their customers stayed loyal, but others shopped outside the market, and they knew a change was needed to attract a new generation of buyers. So that's when the owners embraced the idea of getting their data right, leveraging a modern tech stack on par with best-in-class marketing strategy. They leveraged the CDP so they could market to the correct customer primary record. They launched multi-channel marketing journeys to serve up personalized messages. They listened and learned from their customers' interactions with these messages. The personalization resulted in better relationships with customers, new customers, re-engaged customers, and all of that brought predictable and sustainable sales and service revenue. So as our industry embraces electric vehicles, permanent changes to consumer buying habits, and the role of digital retail, the ability to leverage data becomes even more critical, if not a requirement for future success. So while data is at the heart of modern marketing, the human touch remains irreplaceable. And by eliminating the frustration caused by inaccurate communication and outdated details, dealerships can focus on building genuine relationships. Armed with accurate information, sales and service teams can engage customers in meaningful conversations, directly addressing their needs. So we've discussed, your data being trapped, some of those negative consequences, and what it all looks like to collect and unify the data with the CDP. So I'm just going to take a couple of minutes and share how we at Activator really put all of this into practice. And it starts with just embracing data excellence. Built on Salesforce, Activator is an out-of-the-box hybrid customer data platform, or CDP, an automated multi-channel marketing journey builder for dealerships. With data quality at the forefront, Activator's CDP solutions creates complete customer profiles, expands dealership market reach, and collects and unifies data from multiple sources, and then automates and applies the data to Activator's multi-channel marketing journeys to enhance customer engagement and promote dealership efficiency, ultimately leading to increase in sales and increase in service-driven revenue. Activator solutions cleanses, collects, validates, and enhances data by pulling in additional information from multiple sources. The contrast here are outdated systems that only perform one or two tasks. Activator's robust capabilities ensure that the right customer records are identified, eliminating the chances of misguided marketing efforts. The interaction-based multi-channel marketing journeys revolutionize customer engagement by creating personalized interactions tailored to individual preferences and positions in their buying and service journey. So the automated solution highlights gaps in customer contact data and user preferences, enabling alternative channels like SMS and direct mail to be employed effectively with cohesive messaging. These actions and insights are tracked and then fed back into the CDP, allowing for improved customer profiles over time. This allows for flexible marketing solutions that will adjust with the customers and their needs. So now, armed with the clearer understanding of its customers, the solution can locate the primary record, identify past customers who have shown a strong interest in buying another car or selling their in-demand vehicle back to the dealership, better known as a hand raiser, segment customers into marketing journeys, deliver multi-channel marketing based on their preferences, and then accurately report on incremental sales and service ROI. So to recap, we talked about the problems of trapped data, what causes and consequences of inaccurate data, how complex it can be to truly unify and act on the data. We discussed the importance and the value of a customer data platform and the benefits of adapting to emerging trends and committing to a data quality and excellence. So I really appreciate everyone's attention and participation. And Susan, I'll go ahead and send it back to you.
Sounds good. Bobby, thank you so much. That was a great presentation. Lots of really good information in there. In a few moments, we're going to go to our Q&A portion of the webinar. But before we do that, I just want to ask everyone if they can please fill out our survey. Audience members, we need your feedback. And as a special incentive today, we are going to be offering a $10 Amazon gift card to 25 randomly selected people who complete today's survey. The survey should be appearing in the middle of your screen shortly. If you don't see it, you can launch it by going to that black toolbar on the left-hand side of your screen and just click the survey icon. Okay, let's get some of these questions answered. All right, Bobby, you mentioned that duplicate records are one of the primary causes for inaccurate data. With the dealers you work with, what percentages of duplicated customer data do you see?
So that's a good question, right? We see it all over the board. I would say generally the average is between about 15 and 30%, maybe 33%, um, when they come on board with us. I'll say in our worst scenarios, we see dealers with about 90% um, of duplicates. So, I mean, they can't even reach their customers. And to frame that up for some context, the top companies in the world have a threshold of a 1% duplicate in their marketing databases. And here in automotive, we're, right around 30% average. So plenty of room to do better.
What's the difference between implementing a CDP and a CDP plus journey builder or a hybrid CDP, I think you called it?
Yeah, good question. So CDP is going to collect data from, various sources. It's going to unify it, and then it's going to present, the right customer to market to. And then marketing systems or marketers have the ability to grab that customer record and then send messages. If one just has a CDP and then is responsible for fulfilling that marketing, then I'm in a situation where I have the right customer to market to, but now I have to stitch together a variety of channels to to market to. So I mean, how do I know what my text is sending, and then my email is going to send something different, and then we might drop something in the mail. So with a variety of different marketers accessing that profile, it makes fulfillment pretty hard, around the cohesiveness as well as compliance and a variety of other issues. With a journey builder attached, it's all just marketing automation. It's all in one. So the CDP collects, the same data, presents the best customer to market to, and then the journey builder can segment out and then connect with these customers across cohesive multiple channels and not confuse the customer, and keep this for a better experience. And then you can report on it accurately as well. So there's a number of reasons and some pretty big differences there.
It sounds like one of the biggest benefits of a CDP is pulling in all the data, all of our data sources. If we move towards a CDP, should we ingest everything on day one?
So, I guess I would say no. One shouldn't ingest everything on day one. I mean, all of this being predicated on knowing something about the customer. I mean, think of all of us as consumers. I mean, we know that 90% of people will leave a brand or a business because of one bad experience, and that can be from marketing. We also know that, when a brand reaches out to us, we expect them to know something about us. So I say all of that. I think the best place to start is with a DMS, because without that rich sales and service history, then you don't have a complete picture of who that customer is, or was, right? And then from there, I think exercising some discretion around these different, tools. I mean, they're fantastic tools are out there, but they all operate independently. So just understanding the implications of pulling in different data sources should be considered around your greater strategy. And as long as you're anchoring that on a complete customer history, is in our opinion the best way to do that. So I would say no to everything on day one and just build it up, starting from that DMS.
Okay, what is Activator's prediction for the dealers that don't commit to a better way to manage their data?
Well, I mean, so just like I just said, people expect a good experience, right? I mean, think about where you spend your money, where you go to dinner, the brands that we all buy from. They make us feel good. They provide us a good experience. We feel connected to them. And by not creating a good experience through the way that dealerships are communicating when the customer isn't there, I mean, 90% of a dealership's database isn't ready to transact today. So how are you communicating with all of those customers that aren't buying today, right? Can you nurture them? Can you build that relationship? Can you keep it personalized? And I think dealers that want to look the other way from doing that, I mean, I don't think it's going to be a light switch and they close their doors, but I mean, that's going to erode over time in a negative way and compound. And you only have so many negative experiences to hand out with consumer behavior today. So I think they're going to struggle if we don't get our data right. If dealers don't get their data right, I think the long term, immediate and long term play is they're going to struggle.
That is going to wrap up our Q&A session for today. I know that we had a lot of questions coming in, so Bobby and team will answer those privately after the webinar. Just a reminder that this webinar has been recorded, and so a recording of this is going to be available on the Auto Success website. And if you registered, we're going to email you a link in a couple days to that too. Feel free to log in, view it, share it with your colleagues. Bobby, thank you so much for today. Thank you to our audience for listening. Everyone have a great afternoon.
Thank you.